What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here today, playing in the first T20 International versus Pakistan in a three-match series, and that is a very, very wide one from Saeed Ajmal first up. But we've had a pretty good run when it's come to T20s at the moment. I think we've played 2 games, we've got a 50 and 100, so we're looking to go and carry on that form coming here into this game, and that's a nice wee shot to actually get off the mark. It is going to get us off the mark with a boundary as well. So the first ball faced has gone for 4, so we get a nice wee XP boost from that. And going to clip that one away. We're trying to work on the back foot because that is the area of work that does need improving. As I said, we have had an outstanding run when it has come to T20 cricket as of late. We haven't quite made it yet in the test match arena or the one-day international arena, and this is going to be a little bit of a harder test. Mohammad Ifran steaming in. He's going to be bowling short of a length, no doubt. And that one there is cut away nicely just for the single. And that is something that we have really been working on, is playing that cut shot, either backward of point or in front of point. And it has been a very good run score for us. It has allowed us, I guess, to go and obviously have another run scoring opportunity. It has allowed the bowlers, it's made the bowlers, I guess, think twice about what they want to do and where they want to bowl. So we just got to keep going. Another 50 would go and just absolutely cap things off with a bang, and we'll definitely go and take that. A lot of talk, I must say, at the moment. Someone sent this through to me, I think it was on Monday, and it was about David Warner. And there is a lot of talk around the Australian camp that David Warner possibly, for this World T20, may bat down the order a little bit. He may bat at 3 or 4, he may not open. They may go for someone, obviously I think Finch is going to open if he does recover from his injury in time, and then I'd say probably either Watson or Khawaja. I'd probably lean more towards Uzi to go and open, and then obviously, as I said, Dave Warner at 3, probably Steve Smith at 4, and I'm just trying to think who else the Australians have and who else they're going to go with. Glenn Maxwell, I'd say, probably will bat at 5. It is a real hard one. I'd probably say that Australia will go. I didn't know what I wanted to do with that one then. I wanted to play it away off the pads. I wanted to cut it. I wanted to do everything. In the end, we just play it safely down the ground. But I think, obviously, with Peter Neville's inclusion, I think they'll probably go Maxwell. I'd probably say Shane Watson, and then probably Mitchell Marsh maybe at 7. Possibly. There's another one that probably should not be cut away, but it has been, and we will go and pick up 4 just like that. But I can see Peter Neville batting. He could even bat possibly at 9. You know, well, I guess seeing, you know, Peter Neville was obviously in the side mainly for his glove work. So potentially that could happen. You could see him batting there at number 9, with maybe James Faulkner at 8 as well. So it is going to be very interesting to see, obviously, the makeup of the Australian side. And to see whether they go with a frontline spinner. Obviously, if they are playing all those all-rounders, if they are playing Faulkner, Marsh, and Maxwell, along with, you know, there are plenty of all-rounders who are decent batsmen as well in this Australian side. So it really could go either way, and it will be very interesting to see what they go with. Peter Neville, I don't think will bat at 7. I think with his T20 record, he will not bat at 7. I think that is a little bit too high for him. They do have a lot of better batsmen that they can use in that position, or even all-rounders that they can use in that position. I think Peter Neville, and this has been stated a lot, that his inclusion is, it's basically because of his glove work. He is the best gloveman going around in Australia. Obviously, with a little bit of batting, people would say possibly Chris Hartley for Queensland would be a better gloveman, but I think that is the main reason that he was included in the side. Because of these slow, low pitches that are in India, you know, it is going to come down to converting possibly those half chances into chances, those half chances into wickets, obviously affecting stumpings. So there is going to be a lot that does need doing. We're going to take a cheeky single there after we played 2 through the covers just like that. But it is, I think the World T20 is actually quite close. Someone said that it's on like the 5th of March. I don't think it's that close, but it is still very, I don't think it's that close. I don't think that teams are going to get done in that time. Obviously, Australia and South Africa, I think, still need to play a 3-match T20 series. Asia Cup needs to finish, obviously. So there is still a lot of cricket to be played between then. A lot of people saying, a lot of New Zealanders saying that New Zealand haven't really had the best build-up to this tournament. And I would totally agree with them. I mean, basically, we had the Island of Origin, which I talked about in Monday's video, T20 game, North versus South. And basically, that is the only preparation, apart from the warm-up games, that the New Zealand guys are going to get. And that really, going into a major tournament like that, especially on pitches that are so different to our own, really isn't enough. I think we've got 2 warm-up games that we play, but it would have been, you know, you wouldn't mind going and playing a series. I know it is hard with the Asia Cup obviously being on at the moment, but you wouldn't mind going and even playing a series, possibly against another side, you know, against like an English side, you know, or even an associate side, just so you can try and get a little bit used to the pitches. Mohammad Afran might actually play out a maiden here. You know, even if he went and played in like Sri Lanka or Bangladesh, probably Bangladesh more than Sri Lanka, but played against, you know, as I said, someone like, you know, in England or someone similar to that. Oh, finally we get one through. No maiden for Mohammad Afran, and we do get a boundary off the last ball of the over. Moves us on to 31, so we are proving, well, we're playing very well, and we're just going to go and continue to try and do that. But lack of warm-up, I think, could really kill the Kiwis off here. They do have a fairly good side, a fairly good T20 side when you look at it. A lot of match winners in there. You just need them all to fire. It's going to be interesting, again, to see what happens with the makeup of the side for the Kiwis. Obviously, we've got a couple of bowling all-rounders in Mitchell Santner and Nathan McCullum. Are going to be interesting to see with the batting. Obviously, Guptill and Williamson will probably open. No Brendan McCullum. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do there. And personally, what I would like to see a little bit of, and this did happen when Kane Williamson was first brought into the T20 side. A lot of people said he wasn't a T20 player. He's obviously gone and proven that wrong. He's a very fine T20 and one-day international player. But a lot of people were saying, and I was one of these ones included, that when he did first come into the T20 side, he was really in there obviously for his batting, because he was a very solid batsman who could probably go and strike, you know, at about 100 for you. So as long as guys around him are scoring runs quickly, you're not going to be too concerned. But the other option was due to his bowling ability, and his T20 bowling ability was quite good. He was basically included for the Northern Knights, his T20 domestic side and his first class domestic side. When he played T20, he was considered a bowling option, and he was a very good bowling option. Majority of the time, he did bowl his 4 overs in a game, and I think it was just due to the fact that he was. Ooh, that one's a nice wee stinger on the forearm. But it's because he was one of those guys that people didn't know a lot about, especially when it came to his bowling. And, you know, he could go and get through those overs for you quite economically. Wasn't a great wicket taker, but economically he would be very solid and sound. And in T20s, that is key. If you can get a guy who can go through, even a part-timer that can go for 20, 25 runs off his 4 overs, you'll be definitely happy with that. And you'll take it time and time again. That one there's a nice wee outside edge that has actually gone and run down to that man down at third man. And we're just going to keep going. We're on 40 at the moment, so we're doing fairly well. We're doing fairly well. We did just take a single. We got a 4 the ball before that. And I've finally gone aggressive. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to go down the ground while the fielders was up. There's our first 6 of the innings. Moves us on to 46. That is the 50 partnership as well. So things are looking good here. Looking up for this Australian side. And they're at a point that I thought that was going to actually get through there for a second. They're at a point, I talk about it every T20 video, or a lot of T20 videos. When you're batting first, or even if you're chasing, depending on the score you're chasing, but definitely if you are setting a target, I like my team to be at about 100 runs off 12 overs, and we are going to be roughly around that mark coming into this. Obviously, just the 2 coming off that last one, but 97, you'll definitely go and take that, and we are going to take on Mohammad Hafiz, the part-timer. He can't come in here and just roll his arm over. He is going to get absolutely punished. There's a 50, there's the 100 up, and we will continue to go and do that. 31 balls, so a little bit slow from Cliffy standard, but nonetheless, a much-needed 50. Glenn Maxwell, only 18. Oh, there we go. He goes again. That one's even bigger. Only 18 off 20 for Glenn Maxwell. And we're just going to continue to pepper that boundary down the ground until they move that man back. Especially if you're going to bowl me up full tosses. That was the same as me yesterday. Not yesterday, on Sunday. I was just bowling up so many full tosses, and it just made it so easy for the batsman. Oh, dead straight. The fielders don't even move. We're going for 6 sixes here, boys. Let's go. Alright, we need 2 more. Hafiz, I told you can't just come in here and just bowl. They've got men down the ground, but I'm gonna take them on. Oh no. Cliffy, has it gone far enough? It hasn't. Surely that's a 6, umpire. Umpire, you're killing me. I was going for the 6 sixes. We couldn't quite get there. We do finish with 70 off 35, but we are taken down the ground just like that there. George Bailey coming in now, who he scored a ton over the weekend for his Tasmanian side that he does captain. But 190 odd is the total that we have, and I think this one has actually gone down to the wire. Pakistan may have got up in this one. No, they haven't. What am I saying? That is definitely us. Man of the match goes to Cliff for his 70 off 35. Incredible, incredible batting display there. And winning by the 9 runs at the end. So we'll definitely go and take that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys have been an awesome week so far. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got some Rory McIlroy golf playing at the US PGA Championship. So make sure you do not miss that.